Hi, my angels, and welcome back to the Kiss and Tell pod with me, Samantha. So today I have a really exciting guest. You probably would have already guessed that she would be my first guest because she obviously is one of my best friends, the gorgeous Jessica White.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'd have been pretty miffed if you didn't have me as a first guest, I'm not going to lie. If I saw someone else for me, I'd be like, all right then.
All right then.
All right then.
Right, we promise one thing now.
Yeah, go
no
on.
Towie quotes.
No, because do you know the funniest thing is about this is actually Sam got ridiculed when she come out of Love Island for being the touty, like, super fan. It was me all along, and they never showed it. But me and Sam, we used to both do it together, but I used to egg it all on.
Like, remember that day when we had a down day, right? We were in the pool, and on down days, you've got to take your mic off. So we literally was sat in the pool on Lilo's, just quoting.
Non-stop.
But not even just Towie, just like
anything.
Any films or anything like
that had to do with GC. The GC is probably my idol. And I know she follows your mum, doesn't she? It's so upsetting.
Yeah, I think.
Does she follow your mum or she messages your mum?
Let me check. Wait, my mum's definitely spoke to her. My mum come in, because it come up on my memories the other day. My mum was like, wait, let me see if she follows. I don't think she follows her, but she's definitely DM'd her back.
Do you know one thing about Lynn Kenny is that Lynn Kenny actually chats to celebrities more than me and Sam does, because I actually see Lynn Kenny commenting. She commented on Callum Jones's video of a dog the other day, and I was like, what is Lynn doing on the comment section here? Because she's obsessed with dogs, Sam's mum. But honestly, I see Lynn Kenny in every person's comment. She's just the nicest woman in the world.
My mum is like the biggest hype woman for everyone.
Yeah,
like she even, like, obviously for me, but to be honest, I feel like she comments on everyone else's stuff more than she does mine.
She's honestly, Lynn is like the best woman in the world.
She'll come in and she'll go, oh yeah, I was speaking to such and I go, what? She was like, yeah, I was speaking to like, I remember Gemma did DM her back. Right, so obviously while we're touching on the subject anyway of Love Island, I feel like we should talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So obviously we've known each other now for over a year, and we met on that show.
Yeah.
Probably the only
good thing to come out of it for both of us.
For the pair of us. But like, how obviously it's a bit of a touchy subject, isn't it, when it comes to Love Island, especially with like everything that kind of happened in there. You were known as our season villain.
Yeah.
Which she's not.
No, I'm really not. I promise I'm not.
She's not. Like, honestly, I was saying to the girls before, do you know the amount of people now, still to this day, that come up to me and go, hey, how nice is Jess White when you meet her? And I'm like, well, first of all, I wouldn't be friends with you if I thought that you were a nasty person. And I'm just, every time someone says it, I'm literally like, yeah, and I know.
Yeah, because you were there though, so you know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think on them edits, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, you made the faces and you said what you said.
What are you talking about?
But at the same time, like, no one's seen how much you were there for me. And no one's seen how much you backed me.
Yeah.
Like, even when I left the villa, you were still talking about me and you were still defending my name. And like, I just think everyone remembers all like the little villain part.
Yeah, of course.
But why does no one remember? Remember that scene where I was on the fucking terrace?
That was the most heartbreaking scene ever.
Like, honest
I say
to
scene
God,
because it was real life for us.
It
But
was,
I mean, to show, it's coming across it was a sheep. But for me and you, that was like the worst thing ever, seeing you like that.
Like, I literally remember bearing in mind, it weren't because I was upset because of whatever. I genuinely I was embarrassed. I was thinking, listen, I'm a Scouser, so in my head, and I've said it to like all my lads.
I'm gonna get leathered when I go home.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm getting fucking leathered when I get out of here. Like this is why I was so upset.
Yeah.
And I even said to like all my lad mates that like I've spoke to after it. So I was thinking the whole of Liverpool's going to be thinking,
but they wasn't.
And I'm telling you now, my lad mates come up to me when I finished that show and was like, Sam, we were all watching it every night and we were all saying like, what a cunt, like. Yeah. And I was like, no, I know, but when you're in there, you don't know what's obviously being.
Yeah, of course you don't, and that's the whole thing, isn't it? None of us knew it was being, and they chose to just show that side of me. They never shown all the nice parts of it.
Exactly.
And that's what was so annoying for me when I came out, because I was like, that is so inaccurate, the way they portrayed me. And obviously everyone in there, no one's like, we all lived in it. Everyone who lived in it, we all knew what actually went down, which is what you're saying now. But I think coming out and then people, and it's so hard to defend yourself and just be like, oh, it was the edit. But it was in that case. And that's what was the most frustrating thing for me, is it's like, it's hard because you don't want to come out and defend yourself.
Yeah.
Because people just think, oh, she's just trying to like make herself look better.
And then
but
I just think,
actually-
you know, the people that are giving you shit online, they know better than you.
Oh, I know. This is the funniest thing is.
What are you
all
on
the
about?
trolls.
You're fucking bullying people
I know,
online. Like,
literally,
what are you on
make
about?
it make sense. I don't get it. And even still to this day, when people are still commenting all this stuff, and I think, God, it's a year old. Like, get over it. Who's arse?
Who's arse?
Go and touch grass. Go and get a job.
Yeah.
I don't know. But what are you doing?
Yeah.
That means thinks that you have the right to just sit there and comment on someone.
It's an
weird.
edited TV show.
Yeah.
But look,
It's
like
for entertainment.
the villains of every season and whatever, they're absolutely smashing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when I came out, I remember she said, "Oh, will you be most remembered?" I said, "Yeah, for being a bloody bully," which is not what I want to be
The bully
remembered
and the
for.
beg.
The bully and the beg. Yeah, me and Samantha, we love giving nicknames, which we'll probably touch on later. But me and Sam love giving nicknames, and we were like, just come out, because we can just. I think as well, being Northern, we can laugh at ourselves.
Yeah,
and that's why, in a way, like it's probably a good thing that it did happen to someone like me, because I can take the mick out of myself.
Yeah, and you don't play the victim.
I'm not. Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
you don't
I'm
have
not
victim
bothered.
mentality.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not a victim mentality. So it's kind of like it is what it is, and just deal with it. And it is quite funny. And that obviously, looking back, I think I can see why people maybe looked at that and thought the eye rolls.
Like even when I come out, I
Yeah.
thought
It
oh
does
my
look great.
God, yeah, because
Yeah.
all my mates were like,
yeah.
hey, she'd really like that, and I
Yeah.
was like, no,
Yeah.
nah, like she
No, I know.
won't. Do you know what I mean?
That's what everyone thinks, though, isn't it? Everyone
Yeah.
always thinks that when they're like, oh, actually, they go to me, the favourite line is, you're actually really nice.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
actually.
oh, well, they're better that, because
Yeah.
how many times they say don't meet your idols, don't they? Because sometimes they turn out to not be very nice. So I'm thinking, at least you're meeting me and I'm changing your perception rather than meeting you and thinking you're a bit of a dick.
Yeah, and like even remember me, my launch last October. All
Yeah.
my mates loved you.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, yeah.
sister is obsessed
Yeah.
with you. My family is obsessed with you. Like everyone is just like, oh,
But that's
little
the thing
Jess.
that's important, though. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
for me, it's a case of, they can all sit behind a screen and say whatever they want. But for me, it's like the people that are important, people that are in there, people that are closest to me now, my family, like your family and stuff,
Yeah.
they're the people that's opinions matter to me. If you were all sitting there thinking, oh, you're a bit of a knob, then
Yeah.
I'd probably be
But
a bit
we'd say
concerned
it.
about. You tell me anyway, and I go fair enough. But it's a bit like, for me, that's really the only opinion that matters. So
Exactly.
it doesn't really bother me that much.
No, I think people are just horrible online.
Yeah, honestly, I said that I did that TikTok, didn't I, about how toxic like social media is, because it actually is. TikTok is the worst.
The worst. Yeah.
Instagram's not as
Instagram's
bad.
not. I don't
No,
really get.
I
shit
don't
on
get a lot of
Insta,
shit
no.
on Instagram, but TikTok, geez, and some of the
Yeah.
things are so creative. I think, where have you thought of that? Put your efforts into something else because you've got a gift.
I know, but like obviously touching on that, you gotta. I feel like me and you both did, because I done it. I had it
Yeah.
last year, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then you've had it
Yeah,
the Love Island glow up.
yeah.
I
It's a compliment, I guess, but
Yeah, it's definitely a compliment. Like I've just had it then. Someone's commented on me thinking you didn't look like this in Love Island.
no, I
Thank
didn't.
fuck.
Yeah,
Thank
literally. Someone said
fuck.
that to me. You look nothing like you, and I said, thank the
Thank
Lord.
the Lord. When I look back at my videos,
What show? How did we get
Oh,
on?
I
How
was
did we
a
get on?
show, I was
How
a
did, it must be our
show.
personalities, because it wasn't for our
Yeah.
looks. It certainly wasn't for our looks. Now she's just come off the
It
time. It
must
certainly
have.
wasn't
She'll
looks for
do.
me. She'll be all right.
She'll do.
She'll be a villain for the year. Honestly, it wasn't to do with the fact that I look great, because I definitely didn't. Honestly, I can't bear what I used to look like.
But like when I went in on that first day,
I thought I was the dog's bollocks. Did you?
Oh,
I
like,
walked in there and I thought, oh, they're not ready
producers
for me.
I remember being stood there in my bikini. I had a big, massive curly blow. I
All
had
the
this little
execs, oh, you
tiny.
look unreal. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
thanks,
come
I
in.
know.
You're going to be this year's icon. And I thought, I really am.
Yeah.
And
You were
I
for
was
2 weeks.
fucking
You were
amazing.
for
I was
2
there
weeks.
for 2 weeks.
You were for 2 weeks. You're the icon for 2 weeks, Sam. Don't
And
get
I
it
was
twisted.
like, they were like, we can just see now our little Scouse princess. And I was
Yeah.
like,
You were the nation's princess.
and then fucking come out and I was like, oh my God, I look like I fucking ate someone. Mate,
Yeah, but to be fair, Sam,
we fucking did.
yeah, like to bear in mind we were filming a TV show, and the amount of times we used to get told off, because it'd be like God knows what time in the morning, and we'd all be in the kitchen, mainly me and Sam, chicken nuggets, chips, pizza, and they'd go, "You're filming a TV show." We'd like, not we had no one in there we were bothered about. We were like, "What are you on about? We're too busy. We eat chicken nuggets. We're fighting over the chicken nuggets.
Who's at my fucking nugget?
Chicken nuggets? I've been out there for hours, but outside
Taking the fucking piss.
No wonder.
It was the crisp and hummus.
We made
Mate.
and sweet chili sauce.
I still eat that now.
Yeah, but
I get
it's
PTSD.
I was gonna say too much trauma involved. I can't. I've had to go to a new snack.
I remember like being in there and I first of all, like I had dark hair.
Yeah.
I don't know why I decided to go brunette. I actually
You weren't
did-
brunette. You weren't brunette, but you were
Of course.
dark. You weren't brunette. You were
Mate,
blonde.
my roots was down there. But like I weren't like I was white blonde as well.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
And then like I had really bad acne as well on the show. I was using like really strong medical grade skincare. I was in the sun and I was coming out in boils. Like there's a scene and oh my God, it literally it will haunt me for the rest of my life. And I think I will never get that off the internet. But it's where me and would have a murder and I've got literally, I was like lying on, it was remember when I stayed on the day bed?
Yeah.
And we're arguing and I'm
Yeah.
not the fucking boils. And I was like, oh my God, I
paid
deserve the
actor.
fucking hate. I was like, nah, let's take the piss.
I deserve it.
I deserve it. At first, like,
Say what
yeah.
you want about me because I deserve it.
So would you have done anything different now?
I mean, on hindsight, it's easy to sit there, isn't it, and go, yeah, I'd keep my mouth shut in certain situations, but then it wouldn't have been me. And I feel
Yeah.
like I am an outspoken person.
Yeah.
I will say what I think. I've always been that friend, like even with our friendship, it's like, we'll hold each other accountable and I'll go like, Sam, no, you're not doing that. And it's not a case of me
Just
telling you
been
what to do. It's more of like, for me, it's always like, I've got your back. I know the next day you're going to think, thank God I did. How many times have I said to you, Sam, we're not doing that or whatever. And then the next day you've gone, at the time you're like, you're boring. And then the next day you go, thank you so much. I mean, not all the time, but for the most part, you actually do agree with me, don't you? So it's kind of like, for me, there's nothing I'd really do different. I think maybe I can't control my face because my face is my face. And
I'm the same.
I'm always
now.
going to do I eye roll when I'm having a good time. I don't know what it is. It's just,
She
more
does that, you do
Botox,
that.
I think. I don't know what it is, but my face just moves. But maybe just keep my mouth shut a little bit more. Some things just don't need to be said, but I've done it now, haven't I? You can't. I don't live in
the
regret.
moment, there
In the
happens,
moment,
doesn't it?
do you know what I mean? And also,
And
let's not
listen.
forget, it's a TV show. It's for entertainment purposes.
Remember when I was going?
It's a TV show. But Samantha, you cannot talk
Talk
about
about-
production.
I'm
I'm making telly.
That's what I was saying. Basically, I made a couple of comments and
Why you lasted 2 weeks, love?
all the lads were like, oh my God, look at the, like, what were they saying? Oh, she's like that now. What's she going to be like in 2 weeks? Fuck
Shut
off.
up.
Do you know what I
wanna
mean?
be them anyway? They were drips.
Sorry.
Love you all.
We love you. But anyway, listen, they just obviously I'm used to Scouse lads and like
That's
they
the
was
thing
found
with
it
me,
funny.
yeah, and the same with me. I think again, I hate to say, but like this northern southern kind of divide. I think like the kind of humour that we have is very like our humour is to terror each other. Like
Leather.
we leather each other,
Leather.
and it's like when me and
Yeah.
you do speak. Like I want that in a man. Like I don't want someone that's gonna just be like
same.
soft ass. I
Same.
want someone to give me shit. Like
Same.
I
Give
want
me
to be able
shit,
to,
yeah.
I don't get offended by it much.
Same,
So it's
like,
like if I'm sitting there and saying something to you and you go. Crying about it. Oh,
Yeah,
get
get
great.
it,
Go
clear.
over to your mum.
Me,
I
like
can't
me
be
and
sitting
you
with
do,
it.
we
Yeah.
do leather each other.
Yeah, and that's what we need. That's probably why we fucking struggle so much. But I feel like it's very hard to come by. I think that's probably why me and you get on and why we're drawn to each other more. Like when you say like Love Island friendships and stuff, I think me and you like we have such a good friendship because of the fact we're so close to each other and we actually see each other not just at like events and stuff.
Yeah, like, we'll
you're
just-
like one of my best mates
Yeah.
that I'd call irrespective of
Yeah.
anything to do with Love Island. Like we
Yeah.
just sit there. I come round to yours for Chinese. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so normal.
Yeah.
And that's what makes our friendship special, I think.
That's what I mean. Like it's not just for Instagram.
No.
Sorry. Again. That's what I mean. Like it's not just for show. We go on holidays
Yeah.
together. They're on brand trips. We
Yeah,
do
of
nights
course
out
there
together.
is.
They're on. And to do with that, it's
Yeah.
like, should we do this? Should we
Yeah,
do
of
that?
course.
Like I feel like we've got that.
It's special though, isn't it? Because I don't think there's many friendships that come like that from the show.
No.
So that's what we've got to be grateful for, one thing.
Yeah, for one thing.
For one thing we're grateful for.
And as she says, I think, and we're like close in age.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting on.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting on a bit, yeah. We won't talk
You
about
wouldn't
that.
think it with me, like, oh, fucking hell. Right. Da-da-da. You going on All Stars or what?
No, I don't think I'm going to go on it.
You're not
I
doing
don't know. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if the timing's right,
Yeah.
who knows? But obviously, I feel like with All Stars, everything's so up in the air anyway with things like that. So it's kind of like you can be told you're going on and you don't end up going on.
The thing that scares me about you going on All Stars,
It could happen again.
You would think you're thinking I can go on and hopefully like it won't be as bad.
Yeah.
Wait, you
It
don't
could
know.
be-
It's going to be
yeah,
extras.
exactly. And this is the thing. It's like it could work one of two ways, couldn't it, for me? Because it could be like I could go on there and think a redemption job, but then again, it's like if I go on there and do a redemption, I can't win anyway. People's opinion is going to be my opinion. So if I go on there and kept my mouth shut and just thought, you know, I'm just not going to get
You'd
involved.
last 5 minutes.
I'd laugh 5 minutes, and
She'd get
people would,
dumped.
I'd get dumped, and people would go to me, oh, she's being fake.
Yeah.
she's not.
Yeah,
so
she's not
there's-
really
the
like
people
that.
who've got them opinions are going to have their opinions regardless of what I go on that show and do. So for me, it's a bit of a what will I gain out of it? Am I going to meet my husband? Probably not. I'd like to think you would do, but like realistically, no. So it's kind of a bit like, what do you gain from it? But I don't know. We'll just cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Yeah. I mean, like,
And you're not in it either. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Get Samantha Kenny in it and think about it. And we can just couple it together. No, you don't want to do it either.
No,
do you know what
I don't want. We've had this chat. Like my type wouldn't go on Love Island.
No.
We know what
No.
my type is.
Yeah. Oh, do we? Do we? No, I agree. I just think there's loads of pros to it in there, but I think there's also a lot of cons, especially for someone like me. It's kind of like it would be a huge
It's
decision
not
to
even
have to
that.
make
Like
that.
I get what he's about girls, like the girl friendships on it as well.
Yeah.
Like I do. Like
Yeah.
there's a select few that I'd be like, thank God you're
You're
in here.
here, yeah.
Like you, I'd say I really get on with Lana Jenkins.
Yeah, Lana's lovely.
She's lovely.
Yeah, Lana is lovely.
Sammy and but obviously she's done it last year. Like
Yeah.
they're like the kinds of girls,
Girls
that
that
I'd
you'd
be
want
happy
it in
that
that, yeah. But
I
you
know
just
them.
don't know, do you?
But
And you
just
also
don't know.
don't know if people you maybe particularly aren't that friendly with, whether they go in there. It's like, I'm so past that point. Like you say, we're getting on. Like, I just can't be out of the drama. Yeah, I just can't be out of the drama.
No, I can't.
And unfortunately, you're going on a TV show that's intended to have drama, so it's kind of like a given that you're going to get yourself involved in it. And I just think I can't be doing with a headache.
No, I can't be doing it.
Can't do it.
So like, yeah, no. I think I genuinely, I'm not dating now to casually date.
Dating for your husband?
I'm 28. I'm dating for my husband.
Absolutely,
you know,
right.
I've had a laugh for a year.
Yeah, we've had the best year, haven't we? Like, I feel like me and you have had, like I always say this, the best summer of our life. Like, this summer. We had the best. I think that was like the best summer of my life. Better than the summer before, obviously. We had the best summer because we were literally never in the country. It was like Ibiza, Marbella.
We'd get home on a Wednesday and then fly somewhere on a Monday.
Honestly.
There was no boys involved.
No boys. Well, I mean, there was a few boys involved, but
for me, that actually waited for me.
No, there wasn't.
There wasn't.
Oh God, there was for me. Good God.
The way I was like, I was just on like island mode.
You were on party mode, and I was on like, I don't know what mode I was on, feral mode.
She was a dog on heat.
I was a dog on heat. Oh my God, no, but let's talk about when we were in Ibiza. So we went on, so basically, I'm quite boring. No, I'm not boring, but like on a night out, like, I am boring. Sam calls me boring.
We went to Sonny for dinner and she was fucking sat down the whole night. I was like, are you messing?
No, but I was on antibiotics. I was ill.
Piss off.
But so this, going on to that trip, so we were on a brand trip for our friend's brand, and basically we went out, so we flew out the night before, haven't we?
Because we wanted to see Sonny for dinner.
To see Sonny, but I'd been on antibiotics. What was it for my gammy face? That's a different story. But not, did I say gammy face? It was from
she had impetigo.
I had impetigo. Do you know what I mean? It's not what is it?
Scabies. We had scabies. It was impetigo.
It's impetigo. It's giving me that rumour. That's the last thing I need. It was terrible. It was so bad. I got that when we were in Marbella, and then we got to Ibiza and we went to Sunny Federa, didn't we? And then I wasn't drinking, so Sam was like on one. Not even on one. You were just having a good time. I was having a good time, but I wasn't.
I bumped into me mate, Spray Tans by Jessie. You'll probably know her. So I bumped into her and a fella, didn't I?
Yeah.
So
we
then
got them in VIP.
We got our own table, didn't we?
Yeah.
My friend's got a concierge thing and he sources herself for a table, and so we've got Jessie and that on the table. We're just having an absolute ball. Like when I'm seeing Sonny Federa, I am high on life. Like I love Sonny. And then Jess was just fucking sat down. But so I was like, it's a good job I've seen Spray Tans by Jessie.
Yeah. And then you said that, I was like, I'm gonna get going now. It's like 4 a.m. I was like, I'm knackered. I'm gonna go sleep because I was literally sober and not a drink. And Sam was like, I'm staying out. I've met my new mates. Went, Sam, what do you mean? No. I said, Sam, we've got a brunch in the morning. I'll be fine. So I goes home, goes to sleep, thinking you'll be home. You know, a couple of hours. It's only got 2 more hours to go. Samantha will be home in 2 hours. And I'm one of them. Like I'm literally mum mode, waking up every. You know, you got a fella and you wake up every hour. Like where are they? When you know they're out. I was every hour, but it was not. It was my mate. I'm thinking, where is she? Texting, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I thought, I'm not even. I can't bear her. I just whatever she's doing. Got to 9 o'clock, checkout's 10, still not home. So I'm thinking, no, she's having a good time. It's sunny night. Let her do what she's doing. It got to a point where I swear to God, I had to pack Samantha's case. I left her a spare change of clothes.
Can I just say, I was in a party, by the way. I didn't cop off.
Yeah, no, she didn't cop off. She was in a party. And packed all of her belongings in the suitcase, which let me say, we were there one night. It was like, I can't even, Samantha is messy. You'll admit you're messy. It was chaos everywhere. I packed up her entire stuff, everything, and I left her a spare change of undies, an outfit, and literally it got to 11 o'clock. We were due to check out. I said, Samantha, we are the brand starts at 12. She got in 11:30, bags packed, got changed, in she walked, off she went. But one thing I will say about you, Sam, is that no matter what, Samantha performs. So even if you're like, if I'm hungover, you're getting jack shit out of me. Like I can't function. Like I think the end is near. Like I'm such a wet ass when it comes to being hungover. Samantha, you got in, you got changed, got a makeup on, had a mimosa, and was good to go. And I was literally looking at her like, I don't know how you do it.
Do you remember when I booked you? So we had to, obviously, because then we were going on the brand trip, so we had to change hotels. So I've gone to a party, had an absolute ball with my Irish. I made mates with
Samantha makes friends with anyone, like literally anyone. I'm not as trusting as that. Sam will make friends with anyone.
That's just me. And I'm just like, you say no.
But that's half of your problem because you're so trusting with people, and like you think you've got such a big heart that like you take on board. Like, you think everyone's your mate, and that's one thing is like. But not everyone
they are.
Yeah, they are your mate. Oh no, the Irish ones are your mate. They are they are lovely. But I mean, like just in general, I think that's well with relationships as well.
Them now.
Like with like relationships and everything, it's like you just want to see the best in everybody, and I'm a bit more wary of people.
Whereas like I'm just I've got a big heart.
You've got a huge heart.
Oh, they're my mate,
and they're not always. No, they're not always.
But they are. So
they are.
So yes, we've obviously gone back, and then Jess has been like, come home now. So I've gone home, but like our hotel was like an hour away. That's why I genuinely did get home. I think I got home at like 10:30, but it was like a good hour away. Yeah. And listen, I was in Ibiza.
Come on,
whatever. We've all done it. We were in Ibiza. I wouldn't do it back at home. And then we got back to the hotel. So she was sat at the pool, fully dressed. It was cloudy. I remember it was cloudy. She was fully dressed. So she's just gone, get the room. So I've gone the room.
Clothes are out.
Got changed, got my clothes on. And do you remember what the Uber driver was called? Jesus.
Yes, Jesus. He's like, he's talking to me.
So I've gone, it just come up, get ready to meet your driver, Jesus. And I remember screenshotting it and putting it on my private story, and I put, I think this is needed.
This is needed. This is what I need in my life.
So then we've obviously got to the brand trip, and at this point, Dan, who's one of my best mates now, he's Lucy and Alex Wonjanelle, who's obviously my best mate. Dan is Lucy's relation. I hadn't met him at this point, but I've always known, and like they used to say, you're gonna love Dan.
Yeah, he's a scream.
And we got to the hotel, and I've turned up, and I didn't want Alex or Lucy to know that I was still up. And I just lifted my glasses up to Dan and went, I haven't slept. And he just went, oh my God. And I just went, shh. And then I just walked away.
You wouldn't have known, though, Sam.
You wouldn't have known.
You wouldn't have known because she's so
one
good.
thing about me, I've done it on the White Fox trip.
Yeah.
Crack on with, like,
you crack
if
on
I know
with
I've
it.
got work,
Yeah, you'll do it. Yeah, you're not going to turn up. Yeah, no, you are so
I'd
good.
never, ever, ever let anyone down. So
No.
I just was like, get me a mimosa and I'll crack on.
You're good to go. And then like 2 days later, same thing again. But this time she had a recruit of Dan. So bear in mind, Dan was on this trip working, right? Dan was this social media. Dan is a comedy gold, like one of the funniest people ever. And you went out, didn't you? Again, you went to Pikes, didn't you? What time did you get? You got in at 6, I think it was. But the funniest thing was Sam came in and was like, Sam, get your head down.
We went back to with our Irish friends. We met up with them again.
And you came in, didn't you? Sam come in, so I'm going to have half an hour again, half an hour, power an hour back, good to go. So I was like, well, I'm bored. I'm going to just go. So I got myself ready, didn't I? I went to Alex and them. They were all in a room together. And I will never forget. See, Alex went, Lucy went, as she told you, they got in at 6 a.m. Why am I doing what accent's that? I don't know what accent that is. It's not Scouse. So they got in at 6 a.m. And I just never forget Dan is there. Very much Dan was going under about the fact that he'd been out since 6 a.m. till 6 a.m. He's there with his Casablanca tea, staring at me, steaming like this. I said, Dan, no offence, I think you got bigger fish to fry than steaming your Casablanca
Alex was
tea,
like,
love.
how's Sam? And she went, she's fine.
She's fine. She's having a shower. Dan's like this. With his Casablanca. That will live with my memory forever. Dan steaming his Casablanca tea in the back room.
No,
hung on a thing, hugging against the window.
Me and him had the funniest night ever. We went to Pikes, and Lucy and Alex basically come to chaperone us to see that we didn't take the piss, and you could tell that they were dying to go home, and me and Dan just weren't ready to go home. And then they've got off then, so we were like, right, thank God they've gone. And then we just, if you've been to Pikes, you know that little bath in the DJ. We had an absolute ball. It was all the old school music. It was so good. And then we were like, listen, we don't want the night to end. Let's go to Universe. Gets to Universe. We were in there for all the 20 minutes, and we'd met up with my little Irish mates again. And we've gone back to it. Me and him had the funniest night. You know when you're just doing proper stupid shit, like we ended up on a motorbike.
Yeah. Oh, you recreated that
Bonnie and Clyde.
Honestly,
the taxi ride.
Yeah.
No,
flicking bogies.
He'll die. No, and then listen to this, right? So Alex had said to us when we were in Pikes, she had Janelle fans. She was like, do me a favour, we need them fans for tomorrow for props. Do not lose that fan. And we were like, we won't. All night, me and Dan are going, who's got the fan? We were being dead, like, cautious with it. And then the next minute, we were in the taxi on the way home. Dan, as it says, out the window like that. The wind blowing at him. Remember the video I put it, and I've done it in slow-mo. And he's like that with the vape out the window. And then he just goes, and I went, what? And he went, the fan. And
Did you leave it at the party?
He fucking left it at the party.
Oh, no, hysterical.
He was going, oh my God, Alex is going to kill us. And he said that when he got home, Alex was like, Dan, where's the fan? He went, he just went to bed. But can you imagine, you've had no sleep.
You've had no sleep.
And you get shouted at for losing
shouted
the
by
fan.
your boss. He is
funniest.
so funny. We always reincarnate, don't we, Rachel? We've got Dan is the best at accents.
Because he's from Cardiff.
So he does Rachel, if you know about Rachel from X Factor audition. I mean, anything, like Dawn the Jockey, anything. That's just, again, our humour. We have the funniest videos of Dan. Our group chat is literally just...
With the mic? We should do it
literally with the mic. He goes, you hold the microphone above my head. That's very rude, isn't it, Simon? Not a cassette. No one does cassettes anymore, darling.
It'll find you.
It'll find you. And then Dawn the Jockey, honestly, he is wait, so you go, so tired of broken hearts and losing at this game. Oh, baby. Sharon, Louis, that's awful. Honestly, my comfort is either Towie, GC, or
X
Old
Factor.
X Factor audition. We were actually going to go as Halloween, weren't we? We were all rowing over who could be what. We said Dan after me.
whoa.
Missed him. We said to Sam, because Sam come down late one day, said, Sam, sorry, but you've been short, You're going to start at Sam. She said, no, I want to be Dawn. I said, no, I'm the jockey. I'm the jockey. Honestly, when people wonder what goes on behind closed doors, it's just it's nothing that exciting. It literally is just that. But
it's just us quoting.
It's just us quoting. So it's just voice notes of Rachel.
So obviously the podcast is called Kiss and Tell. So every week I'm going to kind of ask the guests about the dating life, how's it been going, any little secrets that they want to share. So how's your dating life been?
Mine's been not even that bad, you know. I feel like it's nowhere near as tragic as yours.
Mine's in the fucking
Yours
gutter.
is in the gutter. Do you know what I think it is though? I think you can't pick them. You're going for the wrong man.
I do go for the wrong.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You go for boys.
First of all, can I just say, I don't go for them, they go for me.
They go for you, yeah.
But
they
I
do go for
attract.
You attract, like, I don't really know, me and Sam literally will best believe as well, you've all got a nickname, because me and Sam will nickname you quicker than you change your underwear, because all of the lads that me and you have ever spoken to or anything, they've all got funny nicknames.
But it's not, by the way, this isn't us slagging them off.
No,
it's
absolutely not.
It's just something that, but as
Love your handbag.
them. So we've got, should we talk? We've got Ambag.
Ambag
Was funny.
Tuna. Toddler. Who else? I mean, there's with a few we can't really talk about, but because it's too obvious, because it's actually not that great of a nickname. But I feel like you just go. I don't know what it is. Like, there's literally probably only.
I have a type. I just have.
You have a type.
But the thing for me is though that always every lad that I go for is comedy gold.
Oh my god, yeah,
and that
100%.
for me is like you could give me 10 red flags and I'll go, yeah, but it's that funny.
But we've always said that, haven't we, like with our exes, they might
I've been
but they've been funny fuckers. Like,
funny fuckers.
They have been funny. Like you've got to be able to laugh. Like,
Yeah.
that's one thing I'll say is like, for me, like, obviously you've got to be able to find them good looking and stuff. But I think that comes more with
I like medium ugly but funny. I don't like attractive,
well, no,
really conventional. Like I don't like really
pretty
really
boys.
good looking
No,
people.
you don't. You're not. Whereas my type's probably pretty boy. I'm saying that, but
no, it is.
It is. No,
it
my
is.
type is pretty boy.
You like
no,
good looking.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, but then they ruin your life, don't they? Most of the time.
Yeah, the
but,
good looking ones are
yeah.
fucking boring.
Oh,
as well.
tell me about it.
I've seen gorgeous boys, absolutely stunning,
They've got no personality.
and then I'm speaking to them and I'm like, oh my god, you fucking wet mop.
Yeah. But I feel like sometimes when you're not like this standard stereotypical, you have to make up for it, so they have to be funny.
Yeah,
they have
that's
to
what
be
I mean.
funny. Yeah.
Like if you're good looking, you don't
you
have
don't need
to
to put the effort into
it.
Yeah. No, I know.
Whereas the funny, I'm sorry, but I just think if I'm gonna end up with you're gonna need to make me laugh morning, noon, and night because I'm funny. So I'm not being the funny one.
Yeah, absolutely. No, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Can't have it all on your shoulders. You know what I mean? You can't be the good looking one, the funny one. Jesus, it's exhausting.
I don't know. I'm obviously single at the minute, and this is not I'm single. I don't really text anyone. I'm not really.
But I think sometimes you text people out of boredom. And you text, like when Sam's like, oh, you know, you text, oh yeah, brilliant. But actually, you've got no intention of settling down with that person.
Oh no.
You just like to feel, and I don't know, everyone likes to feel nice, you know what I mean? But then I feel like you then get yourself in a situation, you're like, oh, actually, I don't want to go out with this person.
And
or
then
you've led yourself down a garden path of being like, you promised this boy the world, and actually you don't want to be with
quite
him.
Toxic, aren't I? That's great.
What is it? Women in men's fields. I rate it. We should be more women like you.
No, I just think obviously dating at the minute for me it's kind of on the back burner. I was.
Yeah. We won't talk about that one. To be honest though, there hasn't actually been any lad that I've since knowing you that you've come to me and I thought that's gonna be the person for you.
Yeah.
Obviously I'd always support you, but there's literally I've never really looked at any of them and thought that's gonna be sustainable for you, for what you want out of somebody.
Yeah, you've always as I said it last week on my podcast, I said every time I meet someone, it's yeah, he's funny, he's good looking, but there's always a but.
Yeah, it's probably just one person that I could see you with, but we won't go there. You're sweating. Said whatever you do, don't mention it. But other than that, I would say there's literally
no one.
No, there's not. I feel like you deserve someone who's going to give you everything. There shouldn't ever be a but.
I just feel like I'm attracting the same.
Yeah, because you go out in China White. What do you expect? Anybody who lives in Manchester, hear me out when I say this. No self-respecting person who lives in Manchester. No, I can't say that. I can't say self-respecting. Hear me out here. Anyone who lives in Manchester, you're not finding your husband in China White. Please tell Samantha.
Shut up. Fuck off. I haven't met anyone in China White.
Exactly my point.
No, and I met the other one in fucking
Yeah, true. Just doing a tour de Manny. Tour de Manny. Samantha's going to end up with someone from Manchester. We know that much for free. You'll live around the corner from me at some point.
Yeah.
You will live around the corner from me at some point. Or will you?
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, but when I'm going out lately, obviously I don't really go out in Liverpool because the nightlife in Liverpool's not the same anymore. So I go out in Manchester, but when I go out, I don't go out with the intention of finding a fella. Like I'm going out to go out with the
your
girls.
mates, yeah,
and I like China White. I like the music. Like shoot me.
And the thing is, though, I feel like you're a tourist. You're allowed to go out.
So the last segment is called Seals with a Kiss, where we basically just get questions from you guys and I'll ask them to the guest. So first off, let's have a look. Right, okay. Right. Would you ever date an Islander?
Absolutely not. Nah.
First.
Nah.
First.
Nah.
What's your biggest ick?
My biggest ick. Do you know I've told this story before, right? Do you know my biggest ick? And I don't know why it's a big ick, but it will never happen. But this is everyone's gonna, I'll get a grip. But basically, do you know boiled eggs?
Get fucked.
No, I swear to God. Imagine going on a date, imagine really falling in love with someone, like you've met your husband, and then they sit there and they've got boiled eggs. Because I know gym boys do this. They've got boiled eggs in the freezer and they sit there next to you and skin them and eat them.
That would. I used to make my ex boiled eggs every morning.
And did he sit there peel them?
No, I do it. I do it.
Oh, you are the it.
What do you mean? It's a boiled egg.
Peeling a boiled egg.
Yeah.
Sitting there.
Every morning he's waking up and
boiled egg.
make some eggs. What's your worst date story?
My worst date story. It was not even like that bad of a date, but it was funny. I found it funny because he didn't. Basically, I went on a date with this guy and he took me shopping. I think he was trying to show off. He just kept buying loads of stuff, but I'm sure it was on a credit card. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but don't try and use that to show off to me. And I won't mind, he didn't buy me anything.
This happened to me the other week. Don't take me shopping and then let me pay. I'm sorry, but I don't know whether this is just a Scouse thing. I'm used to Scouse lads, so
treating you like the princess.
You don't spend £1 when you're with a Scouser. Like you can't even go to the shop for a fucking pack of Chewies with a Scouser. They're giving you it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I've gone shopping with someone, and I'm now fucking 6 tons down. Bottle of aftershave and a pair of YSLs.
And this is where I say Samantha's got a kind heart. Too kind. Too kind. You won't get 10 quid out of me.
Go on, carry on.
Oh yeah.
Carry on with your story.
I was like, there you go. No, so mine was took me on a date, was like buying himself a lot of stuff, and I just thought, this is a bit icky, like why are you like trying to show off, like it's not going to impress me. And he went in the changing rooms with a pair of I'll never forget, some on cloud joggers on. We're in Taskers actually in Liverpool. And
shout out to Taskers.
And he come out with a pair of on cloud joggers on, and I thought, God, his balls look a bit tight. What's going on there? I thought, Jesus, I don't think he's that well endowed. I didn't know at this point. I still don't know to this day. But the woman went, oh God, I think you've got women's joggers on there, love. You picked up the wrong one. They were on the wrong hanger. His face dropped. He didn't find it funny. Me and the woman were hysterically crap. Do you know when someone don't find something funny? I thought, oh, lighten up, mate. It's a laugh. He went in the change room. The woman was holding her pants. She's like, I'm going to wee myself. It was a funny thing. Anyway, needless to be said, never saw him again. Didn't let him come and pick me up again. But yeah, that was like the funniest thing because he couldn't laugh at himself. But I was just the whole buying shit and not buying me anything was a bit like, what you're doing. Don't try and show off and not use me.
Is that a northern thing? I just think it is. Like,
just a skiddy thing. Like, don't go out by yourself. Yeah. So if you've got no money, fair enough. But then don't invite me on a shopping trip.
When you have money,
just a skid.
Spend it on me.
Spend it, literally. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? No, but it's true. Don't suggest we go shopping.
Yeah, if it's your idea, yeah, exactly.
I didn't need a pair of shoes.
It was your birthday. Do you know what I mean? It was your birthday as well.
No, that was.
Well, it could have been a late birthday. Guess Samantha, it's your birthday all year round. Never refuse anything but blows. My granddad always said to the face. To the face.
Okay. Right. Ooh. A rumour about you that's actually true. That you're the prize.
Samantha, don't go. I thought we were friends. Can I leave?
She is the prize.
I am the prize, my friend. No. Oh, no. Oh my God, do you know the funniest thing is? Right, I actually went to an event the other day with Shakira. How funny is it? And Shakira came up to me and was like, oh my God, Jess, you don't remember me, do you? And I was like, no, like I didn't think I'd ever met her before. And she's like, I came up to you in Impossible a year ago and I was chewing your ear, begging you to do me a video for my sister saying that you were the prize. I went, no, Shakira, you're lying. And she went, no, I swear to God. I said, did I do it? She went, oh yeah. I went, oh, I can't bear myself. I said to her, please don't ever put that anywhere. That's an ick. I am walking it. Yeah, but how funny is that? We'll just say that.
She's the prize.
Everything else is bullshit. Don't believe anything you read in the Daily Mail.
Don't believe anything you say.
All bullshit. I'm the Sun.
Something that you've never admitted publicly till now.
Something I've never admitted publicly till now. What's something that's juicy? that my dad used to be in a Thai prison, and he used to write me weekly letters, and those letters are the funniest thing ever. And I've actually got one of them tattooed on me right now. Yeah, well, his handwriting, not like a little, I am in prison, but like some of his writing. He's passed away now, but on the back of my arm, I've got some of his writing. But yeah, some of them letters are comedy gold.
What was
it? It was like a Bridget Jones moment. My dad thought it was comedy. He didn't. He
Bridget
funny.
Jones!
A Bridget Jones!
Give us everybody
honestly, because he's obviously the only English one in there. I mean, Thai prisons are not to be fucked with.
Yeah.
But and I'm not obviously saying he was awful. But yeah, he saw the funny side of it and just used to write me letters, and they all loved him. We used to try and bribe them all with like teaching them English and that for bottles of whiskey. I know, he made loads of friends, more friends than he had when he came out.
Oh,
well, that's nice. Let's make a positive out of a bad situation.
Yeah. There's not almost though, is there? When like you just, it's so funny. But when you're in Love Island, it's like there's so much that you want to talk about that you can't.
Yeah,
because you're literally petrified because you're obviously your mic's up constantly.
Yeah.
So like even little things like we'd be like. Yeah, like we used to speak in like codes, didn't we?
Yeah,
and then like when we come out, then it was like, hey. But this is this is like
because you just don't know what they're gonna show. Like obviously you speak about so much, but then to be fair, like half the stuff that people probably wanted to see, which everyone always says, like the nice stuff, like the day-to-day stuff, they don't really show. That's why unseen bits is probably the best part of the show because you see your personality.
Yeah.
But us talking about things that we spoke about isn't entertaining. Well, the producers don't see it as being entertaining, but to be fair, it probably would have been for the cast. Because that's what I want to know.
I want to know
juicy stuff.
I want to know your nan, dad, and that.
Do you know what I mean? 100%.
Sorry.
R.I.P. Nan.
Anyway, right, gang. I think we've talked enough.
I know, God, it's getting on a bit now, and I've got places to be.
Where?
You know, that's another Towie quote for you there. You remember, you and your fucking fringe can fuck off.
You and that fucking
curtain
bangs can fuck off. Get off my podcast. Anyway, get off me couch.
Get off me couch.
So, yeah, we think we'll wrap it up there. I'll probably have it back on, to be honest. We've got too much to talk about.
Yeah, we have.
We haven't. That was surface level. We could go deeper, I think. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you all follow and subscribe. And also, I need your dilemmas. Send me any questions. Send me any dilemmas. Anything that you want advice on, send them over to Mother Hen and I'll answer them as best that I can. And yeah, we'll see you next week on the podcast. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.